Yeah. What's up? What's good? What's popping? What's cracking? What's percolating? What's really good in the hood? It is your man Theo Butler, and y'all saw the title. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and warn folks. You might get triggered. You might get triggered. I'm gonna say some stuff. It's a safe space. It's a safe space. But I'm gonna be, as I tell them like to say, I'm gonna be asking some difficult questions. And I'm going to use some terminology that might trigger you based on how you feel on the inside. You're going to have a conversation with yourself. Ain't got nothing to do with me. That said, we here. I'm glad y'all pulled up. Thank y'all so much. It's Sunday. Y'all could have been anywhere else. Y'all could have. You have to be here. But you here, and I see we already got folks in the building. Groupie Feet, what's going on? Grand Madam Tarot, what is going on? Ronnie J, Big Ronnie J, what's going on? Great in the building and everything like that. Thank y'all so much. Check and see if you are still subscribed to the channel, because YouTube be doing some, I don't know if I can say it's YouTube. 1 minute we at 12:40, the next minute we at 12:41, the next minute we at 12:39. I don't understand stuff. I'm trying to figure out some stuff, because I think we got some great content on the channel. For a plethora of reasons. I think we got some great content on the channel. That said, though, you see what the topic of today's show is. Yeah, you like that? You like that? Yeah. I thought about it. I was doing what I was doing. And a thought occurred to me. I had a question. We talk about race swaps on this channel, don't we? We talk about it. Am I a fan of race swaps? No. You never hear me brag about it, do you? No. And you hear other folks talk about race swaps and everything. And when they talk about race swaps, they use terminology like woke. It's not always woke. Sometimes it is, not always. They'll use terms like DEI and stuff like that. And it kind of, okay. If a non-person of color, a person that ain't black, uses the word woke and applies it to everything, I don't trust that person. I don't have a high opinion of that person. A person that's not black using the word woke, I don't care who it is, applying it to anything and everything, I don't have a high opinion of that person. There's a reason for that. That said, I believe in equal energy. The black person that uses the word woke and applies it to anything and everything, I don't have a high opinion of that person either. See how I go? Consistency. Because the black person should know better. Actually, the person that's not black should know better too. It's 2025. It ain't 1985. So we get to a point where folks are being deliberately, well, I guess if you're being disingenuous, it's deliberate, right? But why so though? Race swapping. I don't like it. I don't like taking established characters and doing anything with them. Like, if that's the character, that's the character. But can we talk about the character real quick? Well, not real quick. Can we talk about the character? What's going on, Big Javon? What's going on? Can we talk about the character or characters? Now, folks have a tendency to insult me and D Real's intelligence. They'll say, y'all too old to be doing this. Y'all too, but we're not old enough for you to listen to. We're old enough for you to start beef with. We old enough for you to sneak this, but old enough to listen to? Oh no, that would be somebody that don't look like us, that you would listen to, that's our age. But we are our age. We are. There's some benefits to this, to getting older in life. It is. Grand Madam Tarot, Mr. Ray Smith, it's some benefits to it. I.e., you didn't seen a lot. You've experienced a lot, which is beneficial in this day and age when you look at how the society, America, that we live in wants to kind of play fast, footloose and fancy free with history. Well, the older black people that you know, they're living, breathing history. You know how your folks call me the griot? Yeah, they seen some stuff. they can tell you some stuff that they might not put in the textbooks because they've been around for a minute. Ain't seen stuff. Can we really appreciate the fact that I was born in 1968 and it's 2025? I'm just talking about me. 60 years, 60. We sitting up here talking about LeBron James, how long he done been in the NBA. Let's talk about how long some of us been in the world. When you look like this, that's not an easy task. No, you might not have made it, and it wouldn't have had nothing to do with your fault. You just how life, especially if you born in this country. Folks don't like me to talk like that. No, it is what it is. What I got to go through? Okay, well, I got to deal with the bully when I'm in school. Little kid. Then as I get older in school, I got to deal potentially with gangs. Right. Then as I get older, I'm a young adult black male. Not only do I have to deal with gangs, I also have to deal with those that ain't got no damn sense. Those that ain't got no damn sense that look like me, and those that ain't got no damn sense that look like somebody else. Now, if you my age, there was something else you had to start worrying about. Going to school. Yeah, we had the first school shooting when I was Columbine. That was kids that was getting picked on, got tired of the bullies. They got tired of the bullies. Which is why I don't understand why we troll. It's folks get deleted, it's kids getting deleted in school, high school, for trolling folks. We know that. You know that. I know that. We know that. We've experienced that. In my day and age, we experienced what? Somebody letting rounds loose off at the post office. Yeah, used to be you could fire somebody and they just get mad. Oh no, in my lifetime, what we experienced was, oh no, folks getting terminated at work. Well, they coming back letting it go. That's what we got in my lifetime. They letting it go. You said. So if you got some sense, you teaching your kids to be nice to folks at school, because we know the Columbine kids, they didn't take aim at everybody. So some folks they gave a pass to. Right. Then you need to work on you being friendly, cordial to people at work. Just not being an asshole. Because you never know. Somebody get deleted. You want to be that one person that they can say, oh, you was cool with me. I like you. You would think. Because we've experienced that in our lifetime. In our lifetime. This new stuff. One of them long distance runs. Yeah, we watching that. Folks celebrating everything. Dude come around. Just Timothy McVeigh. This what we doing? These are first, by the way. These are all the things I'm looking at in my lifetime. My grandparents say, tell me they went through nothing like this. They just had to vote. They had to worry about some folks with some white hoods. You get to be my age, you got to worry about some other stuff. You sitting there like, what the hell? Well, all that's relevant. All that's relevant. But Theo, what you mean? Well, while all that was going on, folks my age, if not older, were doing some other stuff. We just wasn't experiencing that stuff. No. Anybody besides me remember Gunsmoke? Y'all remember Lil Joe? Highway to Heaven 200. Did you see us in Gunsmoke? I didn't. What about Bonanza? You seen Bonanza? Remember we got Heath, the dude from the $6 Million Man. He was in Bonanza first. He was. You remember that? I do. Did you see you in Bonanza? I didn't. Imagine if they did Bonanza today. I'm going somewhere with this one. Remember Emergency? You remember the TV show Emergency? You had the paramedics and everything like that. They was partners and everything. One dude was blonde. One dude was brunette. You remember that? We wasn't on it. Maybe one of us. We wasn't one of the paramedics. We were one of the firemen. But the show was about the paramedics. It was called Emergency. If I'm not mistaken, Emergency 1. What about Baba Black Sheep? We are poor little lambs who have lost our way. Ba, ba, ba. I had no idea I was going to wind up joining the Marine Corps. Makes sense now when you think about it, though. Because I love me some Baba Black Sheep. I did. I love me, but I can't beat Pappy Boynton. I can't. And as much as I love me some Baba Black Sheep, how long did it take for me to get the Red Tails? Tuskegee Airmen. That ain't what this conversation about. The question is, did you see you on Baba Black Sheep? No, you didn't. No, you didn't. That was doing segregation. You ain't see it. Stop that. Stop. You know, as bad as we talk about BET today, do you know there are those of us still living old enough to remember when there was no BET? There was no BET. You turn the Friday night videos on MTV. I'm sorry, you turn into MTV, and you hoping you get a song, a video that sound black, because you're not going to get no black artist. Thank you, Michael Jackson. Ooh, thank you, King of Pop. All right. Yeah. You've watched football. You've been watching football for a long. Remember Len Dawson? Just keep matriculating the ball down the field, fella. You remember that? Remember that? When did you? We had black quarterbacks like that back in the day, did we? No. And why did we not have black quarterbacks? Because they said they said we weren't smart. You remember that? You remember what Warren Moon had to go through to be an NFL quarterback? Do you know what he had to go through? Warren Moon had to go to Canada. Sure did. He wasn't the only one. Quite a few brothers had to go to Canada to play quarterback, professional football. You know what I'm saying? Got to lead a damn country, not to go make some extra money like what WNBA players do, what some NBA players. No, you got to lead the country just to get the damn job. Theo, what does this have to do with your video? I'm going somewhere. Bear with me. We used to watch cartoons back then. Hanna-Barbera and the Fantastic Four. You ever see Black Panther in that cartoon? Yeah, me neither. Remember the Spider-Man cartoon we got back then? Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. You ever seen the black folks? Yeah, me neither. Me neither. What about Johnny Quest? What about Space Go? Nope. Fat Albert. Now let's look at Space Ghost for a second. That's fiction, right? Character white, ain't it? The two kids, they white, ain't they? You ever seen anybody black on that cartoon? It came on Saturday morning. No, you did not. Now imagine the vitriol if we got a live action. Because Space Ghost human. I'm gonna check my brother Daryl because he actually covered the comic. But Space Ghost human, and the kids human. All three of them white. I ain't never seen Space Ghost interact with a brother nor a sister. But now if I do a live action movie, right, and I want this movie to appeal to everybody so I can get all the DEI money, you know, I'm going to make this movie as diverse as I can so I can get as much equity as I can. Thus, I'm going to make sure I include quite a few demographics in that movie. You see, I just did that. Now, if I just keep this movie as is, based on the cartoon, well, this movie only appeals to one or two demographics. It's the white fan and the fans of Space Ghost. But this movie, as it's currently constructed, if I just put it out there with the three humans, they all white and nothing but aliens, this a white movie. But now, we would be mad, wouldn't we? You would hear folks get mad. Oh, they race swapping the characters. Not gonna tell you why. They shouldn't be race swapping the characters. You know what? You're right. But I'm gonna go back to Friends. White folks not the only folks on the face of this earth. You would think that though, if you looked at superheroes back in the day. Can somebody give me the original roster of the Justice League? Real quick. Give me, now, mind you, it's black folks spending money on this. We know the time frame because when the Justice League came out. Right. Give me who was on that OG roster. And if you say any damn thing about Cyborg, I'm going to kick you out this live. If you say any damn thing about Cyborg, I'm going to kick you up out this live. Because by now, you should know better. I get it. That might have been your first introduction into the Justice League in the movie theater. But if you ain't went and found out what's going on by now, I'm going to kick you out. I'm gonna kick you out. I ain't gonna. Or one of the moderators might kick you out. But anybody remember the first, the Justice League? What no black folks on that team? Now, if you put the Justice League, which was crazy, Diana's a Amazon. Well, where's the Amazon rainforest at? Clark is an alien. I like what Milestone did in regards to Icon because that makes sense. That makes sense. The alien come down and imprint on the first folks to find him, right? Clark come down. He white. Clark white, Bruce white, Diana white, Arthur Curry. Well, he from Atlantis. He could have been anything white. And shout out to the brother that actually spoke on this and everything like that. He spoke on what the original Justice League looked like. But who created it? Who created the Justice League? And who did they create it for? How well does a Justice League movie do if there ain't no color in it? Mind you, lest we forget, why did Kevin Feige say he cast those boys Mr. Fantastic? Because the movie was too white. Now, you might not see anything with white, too white. You may or may not. That's not what we're talking about. What we're talking about is when we look at race swapping, we never talk, we just say we don't like it. Or we'll say create brand new heroes. What we never address is the elephant in the room, the problem that has led to characters being race swapped. How long has Disney been around as a company now? Hold on, I got a phone. Hey Don, what's going on? I was doing a live. What's going on? You need the missus or you need me? Okay, hold on. Y'all give me 1 second. All right, I'm coming back. I'm back. Had to take Mr. Phone real quick. Where was I? Spider-Man, Peter. Now, Mr. Ray Smith has asked quite a few questions in regards to Spider-Man. Folks would be mad if they race swap Peter. That's fair. Where are the black characters at, though? Let me see. There's an assistant editor with J. Jonah Jameson. He's got a son called the Prowler. I know there's, 3 action figures out there in regards to the Prowler. That's it, though. Okay, well, what about the Fantastic Four? Oh, they white. The Avengers, they white. Now, mind you, the X-Men, white, and Tom Brevoort is repeating the same damn thing that folks with common sense were calling into question back during the 70s and 80s. So you mean to tell me the mutant gene don't like black folks? Wow. That's crazy. So black folks can't be mutants either. See, that's the conversation we don't want to have in regards to race swaps. Because all the characters that were created, the majority of them were white. Even though you got white folks that were creating those characters, know damn good and well it's other races, ethnicities out there. No, they created the Legion of Superheroes. Legion. The Legionnaires. To this day, that has to be the law, aside from Justice League Unlimited, that has to be the largest assembly of superheroes in modern day history. And each Legionnaire came from a different planet and or a different community. It was damn near 20 of them. They were all white, if not pink, if not light blue. Black? No. So you mean to tell me even in the future, we still dealing in a racist society? Because that's what the creators of comic book characters, hell, any fictional characters would have you believe. Nobody else exists except for white folks. But they don't want just white folks coming to see their movie. No, they don't mind putting out an all-white product, but they want everybody to participate in it. That's colonization 101. Because what you've never heard is, you've never heard the folks that complain about race swaps explain why they even took place. No, they just complain about it. Well, why are you complaining? You see what I see. You know what I know. Anybody remember the original roster of the Defenders? Sam Wilson was around back then. So was Luke Cage. So was T'Challa. So was Misty Knight. They were. Oh no, the first OG Defenders team, they were all white. When we look at our superheroes, when we look at our storybook characters, they're all white. Is that a realistic take on society? No, it's not. No, it's not. And you have quite a few angry white folks, angry content creators, angry YouTubers. They will go above and beyond to talk about how wrong race swapping is, but they will never address what led to it in the first place. How many black Kryptonians do we have in the main DC timeline? I'm not talking alternate universes. I got Kara. Hell, I can get Power Girl, right? I get General Zod, right? Where the black Krypton? So ain't nobody black on Krypton? I'll go you one better. This is me just throwing it out there. Y'all know Kyle Rayner not white, right? They don't play that card like they're supposed to, but Kyle Rayner is just as white as Miles is black. He's not. He's not white. Did you know that? Do they even play it out there like that? No, they don't. So when we look at race swaps as they are currently constructed, the race swaps are taking place because folks know the characters they've created and all their surrounding characters, supporting characters, they don't appeal to anybody but a white audience. Now, if they know, here we go, Ariel, imagine, if you will, and the studios are starting to think like this to a degree. Imagine, if you will, you put out something out there for kids and all you get is the white audience. We are waking up black folks are. We are. And black folks, as you can tell, based on some stuff, folks don't like it. Black folks not checking for stuff that don't represent them. And just putting somebody in a movie don't mean that movie is reflective of black people. You just put a black person in there. You don't know if we like that black person. You don't know if we share the same beliefs as that black person. That's the other thing. When we don't interact with black folks, we have a tendency to think black folks all think alike. No, we don't. We're just as diverse in our way of thinking as some other folks. Yeah, that's what that is. So when you look at these characters, all right, if I'm telling a modern story, I got the Fantastic Four. While I understand the audience knows who they are and they may accept it, I'm in business. What's the likelihood of black folks, as the country gets older, continuing to frequent movies they're not in? We put out a Fantastic Four movie, and I know folks, I felt some type of way about Michael B. Jordan being Johnny Storm. But how else are they thinking about getting me to come to the movie? Now, they're not gonna create a brand new black character and elevate that character to a status on the Fantastic Four. They could. They could. They absolutely. There's nothing stopping them from creating brand new characters. But let me ask y'all a question. The characters that we have already out there, and I like this one, I'm getting ready to go. Sam Wilson seems to be the talk of the town right now, right? Right. So when was Sam Wilson created? Never mind. Who's the more developed character, Sam Wilson or Kitty Pryde? You're not gonna like this one. Juju will though. Who's the more developed character, Miles Morales or Sam Wilson? That's funny. This is some great coffee. I'm gonna keep up with these notes and then I'm gonna continue. What's going on? Come on, yo. What's going on? Let me see right here. What's going on, Big Javon? Big Gray in the building. What's going on, Professor Film Fan? Salute. What's going on? I tell them what's going on. You see, I like to ask tough questions. Good afternoon. What's going on, Big Brandon? What's going on? Appreciate. Hey man, I was chomping at the bit. I wanted to get this one on out here. Chaka 2 TV. Hey man, I've been locking in lately. You talking good ish. I like power to the fifth. Hey, absolutely, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. But you had Fat Albert and Rickety Rock. Yeah, that's all we had. That's all we had. And you had to know what time Fat Albert came because you weren't getting no rerun. And we went from Fat Albert straight to Soul Train. The Soul Train. We went straight to it. You had all your black. What was it? The Brown Hornet? Yeah. He had that. Anybody got a Brown Hornet comic book? Because I know I got Blue Beetle. I got Ted Cord as Blue Beetle. I got Dan Garrett as Blue Beetle. And I got Jaime Reyes as Blue Beetle. Brown Hornet? Okay, that's too hard. Bumblebee. Mind you, to my brother Daryl's point, Bumblebee and Mal Duncan, they've been around since the 70s. Who you know more about? Them two or Franklin Richards? You saw the Titans TV show, Warner Brothers. You know how everybody got mad. Well, when everybody, you know how small-minded folks got mad that they cast a sister as Starfire. She an alien. You know what them folks that got mad had so much to say about Starfire she should be orange. She should be orange. You wanted her to be white with orange makeup though. Oh no, she should be orange. That's a fictional character. So she can be anything. You know what those folks never spoke about? Where was the Black Titan at? The one that we ain't talking about is an alien. Oh no, they black. They blickety black. Yeah, they chocolate. Yeah. And mind you, watch this. Bumblebee and Mal Duncan predate Starfire With Theo. They had Cyborg over there with the Doom Patrol. You mean you talking about 1/3 of a man? I keep telling y'all about that. I don't know why folks be looking for me to get excited about Deathlock and Cyborg. I want to say it one more time for those that sitting at the back of the bus. Steve Trevor was a cyborg as well, and you couldn't tell it by looking at him. Oh no, he looked human. He's Mr. Sexy Flexy. He got all the women, and you knew he could put it down. You did, because he wasn't effed up like that. No, he lost 2 legs and an arm and an eye. Everything else was still working. You look at Victor Stone, you look at Cyborg with, I'm sorry, you look at Deathlock, and all you saying is, damn. Like, that ain't the superhero I want to be. I don't want to be Cyborg. I don't want to be Cyborg. No, I want to be Steve Trevor. No. I don't want to be Spawn. I don't want to look like I've been burnt up like a Rice Krispie treat. I don't want that. No, I want to look like Clark. You know, Mr. Sexy. I want to look like Bruce. Mr. Sexy. I want to look like Tony. Mr. Sexy. Or watch this. You can James Rhodes. T'Challa. John Stewart. Michael Holt. You see where I'm going with this one? You see where I'm going with this? Arrow. You watch Arrow? I watched Arrow. Did you like Arrow? I did. But in liking Arrow, we should be able to get some critical analysis, right? Some constructive criticism. All right. Was you a hero on Arrow? If you were, what was your name? What you gonna say? Spartan? I don't see him in the comics. You seen Spartan in the comics? John Diggle is in the comic now. The character did make it from live action over to the comics, just not the same way Harlequin did. Yeah, John Diggle is in the comic. You seen John Diggle? You seen him? You seen him put on his alias? Because you know he do. He got a vigilante alias, Spartan, but you ain't seen him, have you? All right. That was our character. Now, mind you, they could have put somebody already, an established black superhero in there, but what they do? They created, well, I don't think they had intentions for him to turn into a vigilante, but he did. They ain't do nothing with it. Okay, well, what about the other brother? They didn't even do us the solid of putting Michael Holt in Arrow. They gave us, I guess, his brother or cousin Curtis. Curtis couldn't fight. I know y'all thought I was gonna say something else. Oh no. Because I don't know why we keep putting that out there like that. We keep acting, because I'm sorry. I might not have no dog in this fight. I might not even need to be saying what I'm getting ready to say right now. But I'm tired of black gay men being written like that. What's say, Theo? I'm tired of black gay men being written like that. You wrote Curtis no differently than you wrote Fastos. I'm so sick of that. I'm sick of that. I'm sick of that because I know better. Didn't we have a whole Michael Sam? Michael Sam. Y'all remember him? Missouri. Defensive lineman. Came out. Okay. What about the basketball player? Tall as I don't know what. Right? Right. We don't get that though, do we? No. So you don't get the representation. No, you get what they want to give you. And realizing today that they want your money, they choose to recast certain characters. They pissing off folks when they do it, but why are those folks pissed? Because if they know better, they shouldn't be pissed. But as I started off this show, anytime you hear them use that word woke and they apply it to everything and anything, and they not black, I look at them sideways. I don't care who they are. You could be a YouTuber. You could be a comic book reviewer. You could be a movie reviewer. You could be a toy reviewer. You know what you just told me? Every time you use the word woke and apply it to everything, you just told me low key at the worst, you're a racist. At the best, you're a bigot. That's what you just told me. Because if I understand the English language, and it ain't mine, it's yours, then you understand the English language. No, you're just using it to keep spreading propaganda. That's what that is. And if you are me and you're choosing to follow in their footsteps and use the word woke erroneously, you are that person that I feel like would turn on their own at the drop of a dime for self-preservation. Thus, I'm looking at you sideways too. Because I don't know more than you. That's the problem. See, folks think I know everything. No, I don't. I think you know just as much as I do. I do. I really, I believe in my heart of hearts. I don't know what you don't know. No, I believe you know exactly what I know too. I'm just trying to figure out why you moving different. Keep up with these notes. Tucker too. Back in the day, you also the Harlem Globetrotters. My aunt, rest her soul, Annie Ruth Butler, used to take me to go see the Harlem Globetrotters at the Omni in Atlanta. Used to have my little popcorn, had Curly Neal and everything like that. Used to love that show. Used to love that. I did. That was back in the day when I used to go to the Barnum and Bailey Circus. Sure did. Yep, used to have fun back then. You right. Harlem Globetrotters. Remember when they didn't want us to play basketball with them? Well, why do we think the NBA is as because you would think, folks, DEI, because I like to play. DEI. Well, you know what? Let's go ahead, because NBA basketball, you know that's DEI, right? Anybody got a problem with the NBA? If you watch it, you ain't got no problem with it. Baseball. So you saying you don't? So you saying? Oh, now I'm just asking. I'm just asking question. So you don't? Because I don't think the Boston Red Sox doing what they did if they ain't got some non-white players on their team. I know damn good and well the Yankees ain't did what they done if they ain't got some non-white players on their team. And I don't even want to talk about football and basketball. I don't. I only want to have that conversation. I don't. And you don't either. But mind you, that's sports. We're talking fictional characters. Well, what we finna do with Popeye? Then we say we want a live action Popeye movie come out. Folks got mad because Will Smith. Well, okay, there are no black characters in Popeye. How though? Because there were black sailors, black civilians, red sailors, brown civilians, brown sailors, yellow civilians, yellow sailors. All of them American, by the way. You ain't got none of that in Popeye. All you got is straight white. I know. I watched it. I watched it. And you watched it too. If you're a white person and you got a problem with it, but who we creating? Who we finna put in Popeye? Because honestly, when Popeye came out, there should have been characters of color in Popeye. No differently than when the Fantastic Four came out. There should, if we're talking about something, mind you, black folks and white folks were dating one another back then. No, as much as I love Stan Lee and Jack Kirby, I do. They put out quite a few white teams with no color whatsoever. None. I want to say the first time we got some color was in the X-Men was 100 issues later. Giant size X-Men 1. And do you know, because we retconned her story to say she was from America. But oh no, we didn't get a black character in the X-Men until when? And of course, where did she come from? Where did she come from? Wonder why that wasn't a black man. Oh no, this ain't me being sexist. This just me asking a question. I wonder why that wasn't a black man. because that black woman that they've created, whether they want to say it or not, you saw how she's been written. I've read how she's been written. You bought those comic books. Some of us own those comic books. You know, the only time Aurora was with a black man is when Reginald Hutton decided to do it. That's it. It's crazy. The same folks that say they don't see any viability, that same house now finna throw the card on the table. That same house that say they don't see anybody, because see, CB, he's speaking for you. You need to go check his big ass. He's speaking for you. See, when that same dude, that same house, that same editorial staff, editorial team, because he's an editor, right? That see little to no value in black male mutants, they're not valuable. You don't see any viability in black love either. And that's just what it is. And Hollywood ain't seen it for quite some time. That's why they're trying to spin the block in current time frame, and they're race swapping characters. But let's be clear, they're race swapping the characters they don't give two damns about. They're race swapping the characters they don't give two damns about. But even with that, they got an ace in their back pocket because that character never switches races where it matters in the books. And the books, contrary to what quite a few MCU fans want to think, the book is the source. We're never going to argue with the book. Harry Potter is the source. That book, the movie don't replace the book as being superior. Oh, no, it's the book. Same thing with Lord of the Rings. By the way, were there any black people in either one of the movies? No, because the writer didn't see any value in black. The writer didn't write those books with us in mind. The writer wrote those books with them in mind. But if Hollywood chooses to do those movies over again today, and they say to themselves, we want everybody to come to the movie, not just white folks. We want everybody to come to the movie. Well, damn it, we got to give them a reason to come to the movie. Well, we got to make somebody black. It ain't going to be one of the key characters, but we got to make somebody black, and we got to give them some screen time so the black folks can feel welcome. No different than if they did that with brown folks. We got to make somebody brown. Ain't that what they did with Submariner? Namor? More. Ain't that what they did with him? We got to make somebody brown, because what we not going to do on screen is put the image out there that a white person is invading the home of a black person. That's propaganda. That's why you ain't never seen a black person in the MCU delete a white person in the MCU. You're not going to see that. That's why. Forget T'Challa being honorable. T'Challa should have maimed Zemo. But we don't even want to do that, because what we're showing is a black person, righteously so, injuring a white person. Now, I know that's an unfortunate conversation, but it's a story. I'm not looking at it in a racist light. It's a story. It's a story, but we don't want to put that on the big screen though, because it's quite, everybody don't read. Everybody don't read. Quite a few do go to the movies though, and we don't want that imagery out there. Well, if we don't want that imagery out there of a white man fighting a black man, and that white man is trying to wrong that black man, and let's throw a brown man up in there. I'm so glad my brown brothers and sisters didn't take that bait. Well, you know what? What you saying, Theo? Well, when I think about how we voted, and I know how we voted, they might have taken that bait. They might have taken that bait. But in 2025, soon to be 2026, are we taking that bait? Like, it's one thing to not like race swaps, but we do know why they're occurring, right? Because we trying to spin the block on, we know what we did was wrong. But is it meaningful representation or is it empty representation? Namor being changed sub-Saharan, that was empty representation. Honestly, folks might not want to look at it like that, but Sam Wilson being portrayed as the Captain America, to my brother's point, no, he's not the Captain America. The Captain America in the comics is Steve Rogers. Know why? Because Steve's still there. It's him and Sam, both of them being Captain America. Now, Steve Rogers is the Captain America. No differently than Peter Parker is the Spider-Man. And if you can believe that, lock on to that, acknowledge that, and that not be a problem, then T'Challa is the Black Panther. Yeah, you see, I did. You like I did that? You like I did that? No, Peter is the Spider-Man. Just like this. I know I like John Stewart, but to quite a few people, Hal Jordan, even DC Comics, treat him like that. Hal Jordan is the Green Lantern, not Alan Scott. He's the Green Lantern, and he gets treated like he's the Green Lantern. That's how he gets treated. That's how he get treated. T'Challa don't get treated like he's the Black Panther. Don't do it. No, he don't. No, he does not. But that ain't what this video is about. No, this video is about race swapping and why it's taking place. Why it's taking place. My question to you is, have you asked yourself why it's taking place? Do you care? Fair question. And if you know why it's taking place, should you still be speaking about it in the negative connotations in which you do? And I'm looking at every white content creator that then had every damn thing negative to say about race swaps and woke. And y'all know some of them because some of them hang out with folks that look like us. They gonna say what they gonna say. They gonna do what they gonna do, but they ain't gonna ever be pressed. All they get to do is sit back and throw terminology out there, being irresponsible with it, by the way, to cover up at the best their bigotry, at the worst their racism. Hollywood is aware of what they did. You aware of what they did. You grew up just like I grew up. I said, I'm not doing that part. I don't think I'm smarter than anybody else. I don't. Matter of fact, when I bring up stuff, some of y'all either do what? You know what? You right? Or y'all add something to it. So it ain't like it ain't like I was the only one. Oh no, we all out here. We all watch this stuff. We did. The question we need to be asking Hollywood right now is this. Vice giving us race swap characters. Why don't you give us those characters that already exist that we've developed a relationship with? Where's Misty Knight? Where's Doctor Cecilia Reyes? Where is she at? This is when you get to right into Tom Brevoort, right into CB Cebulski, right into Jed McKay. Where is T'Challa at? We don't want the race swap characters. We know why you're doing it, because you know you didn't handle your business back in the day. All the superheroes was white. You created a few black ones. Well, we as black people develop relationships with those few black characters that you created. Where's Amazing Man at? Yeah, I see John Jones. he come down every now and then and he want to be black. I get it. He like Oreos. I do too. But he's an alien. There are black humans that are either metahumans or superhumans and or mutants and or eternals and or inhumans. So where we at? Because mind you, you didn't even build up America by yourself. You can't sell comic books like you want to unless you do practice DEI. And you know it. You can't make money off of movies like you want to unless you practice DEI. And yes, you must be woke in 2025 if you're Marvel or DC to make money when it comes to comics. You don't want to be Marvel. Marvel don't want to be woke. Marvel Comics don't want to be woke, but you ain't got to be. But if you're not woke, then that means you sleep as a company. And how effective is your company if you're asleep? I asked that question last night. You can't do a damn thing when you sleep except dream. Well, how will Marvel, DC, anybody else do you think your company will do if all you're doing is marketing to white people? You can, but every white person don't buy products that you got marketed to them, right? So you need to make up the money somewhere. See, folks want to make black people, brown people, red people, yellow people feel some type of way. Oh no, you need my money. You need my money. So we ain't finna act like that. See, I can spend black all day, but you don't want me spending black. That's why you're doing race swaps, because you want me spending on you. Well, I said I didn't like race swaps. I don't. Because race swaps are pandering. I don't like being pandered to. But I do know why they exist, which is why I'm able to throw flags on the play. The thing is that it ain't up to just me. And it ain't up to just a few of us. No, you black. It's Black History Month. And let me just say this right here. If you may have already been doing it. You may have already been doing it. But I believe in being defiant. I believe in being defiant. So to all my brothers and sisters out there, you might have already been doing it. And if you are, then I'm late to the party and I apologize. But I encourage me and my brother Darryl got this 28-day. No, I encourage us this year. If we've never done it before, I would encourage us to be upfront, visible in regards to acknowledging and championing Black history for the remainder of the year. I mean, show up and show out. You got a social media page, damn it, every damn thing, put some black out there, and not bad black stuff. And when I say that, not the trauma porn, not the tropes and everything like that. Give us some history. It ain't just me. I'm not the only one that know Black history. Give us some history. Remind us of the stuff that we've done to contribute not only to this country, but to society in general, since they say they don't like DEI. I need every person that say they got an issue with DEI, woke, go put your cell phone out the front door. Go put anything peanut butter, peanut related out the front door. You don't like woke, you don't like DEI. I ain't mad at that. What I want you to do is own it. I want you to walk it like you talk it. I want you to be straight who you are. Don't interact with anything that's not you if that's how you feel. See how much enjoyment you get out of life with that one. And keep up with these notes, and I'm gonna get on up out of here. Grand Madam in the building, Big Jermaine in the building. What is going on? Groovy Feet, original just in comics. We're a comic book channel. Comic book channel. Because the comics come first. It's gonna always be with the books first. I can't speak for nobody else, Big Bernie. But over here, we always starting with the books first. The books predate the TV. Wasn't it Flash? Hal Batman, I believe so. There were no black at all. And mind you, it's crazy when Vernon says that no black members in the Justice Society, because we got three generations of Amazing Man, and you ain't seen none of them. 3 generations. Three. Which, and we could have got the movies a long time ago. We could have got the movie a long time ago. We could have got the live action a long time ago. But didn't we F around with John Diggle? I'm going to ask this question. Do y'all know what John Diggle's stepfather name was in Arrow? How long have Jon Stewart and Jefferson Pierce been around as characters? I'm asking that question for a reason. John just came off a nice little run. He did. I got it. Him and Jefferson Pierce are both in the Justice League. What's John's last name? What's Lynn's last name? Jefferson Pierce's wife. What's her last name? They related. They brothers and sisters. It's a woke story. Won't nobody tell it. You talk about a buddy cop movie. That's your buddy cop movie right there. You know how we got bad boy, what you gonna do? Who don't want to see Jon Stewart and Jefferson Pierce on the big screen at the same time? World's finest. You wouldn't pay to go see that? Mind you, both Jefferson Pierce and Jon Stewart got fans that ain't black. But you ain't seen that relationship play itself out yet, have you? Nope. Because it's woke. Also, Aquaman is half human. He's half white. So is the young lady that played Cardi Morgenthau. So is Barack Obama. You see where I went with that one? They look white to you? Well, now, the young lady that played Cardi Morgenthau, no, she didn't. Because I picked up on that. I'm like, because you know we got that built-in radar. We can look and be like, looked her up, and lo and behold, her mother is white, redhead. Her daddy is from Africa. She got 2 sisters. One sister looked like her mama. The other sister looked just like her daddy. And when I'm saying it, I'm talking about pigmentation. So when we say that he half white, so that means he got to look white with blonde hair and blue eyes. Please like this. Appreciate the big burner. Those are the things I just want us to ask questions, tough questions. So he half white. Mind you, his daddy ain't had no blonde hair. His daddy ain't had no blonde hair. My dog show up, and his mama was a ginger, if I'm not mistaken. What? Never mind. She come because when we say that she was Atlantean, she was white too. You see how we did that? His daddy white, his mama was white too. Really? Yeah, she Atlantean. So Atlanteans, we just saying to ourselves they white. Atlantis is pretty much white, yeah. Oh, he's straight up white. Yeah. Blacks in Spider-Man, the Prowler, Rocket Racer, Cardiac, recently touched on Dr. Positron. Ain't seen Cardiac. How old is Cardiac? How long he been around? You know more about Kamala Khan than you do about Cardiac. They trying to push her. They pushing her. You get what Cardiac, well, you talk Cardiac, you know what's gonna wind up having to happen. I'm gonna have to have Mr. Ray Smith send me the picture he took of his custom Cardiac action figure. Then it would take either me replicating that action figure and then just telling some stories my damn self, or doing a video where I'm going to tell some people who Cardiac is just for folks to ask me, where is Cardiac? Now, mind you, Yahya Abdul-Mateen, when he came over to Marvel, he could have played Cardiac. No, he not finna portray Cardiac. What he finna do is portray Simon Williams. And instead of those content creators asking why he got to play Simon Williams, they're not going to mention what you just did. They're not going to ask why he not playing Cardiac. They're not going to ask why he not playing. All they're going to say, it's another race swap. Well, if you can say it's another race swap, you should be able to tell your fans, one, why there's a race swap. Two, give them the names of the other characters that they could play. But once again, what I've noticed is when you get those content creators complaining about race swaps, using the terminology erroneously and everything like that, they don't talk about black characters because they don't give two damns about black characters. And that's why I said they at their best, they biggest. At their worst, they're racist. No, as somebody once told me, if you bring me a problem, you should be able to bring me a solution. Well, all they want to do is complain, but they never tell you why there's a complaint in the first place. And if you can complain about race swaps done today in regards to your favorite characters, then what could we have done back in the day in regards to complaining? Back in the day, we could have complained about all them damn characters being white. But now what we doing then? Is it the blacks just stirring up trouble? Why don't blacks create their own characters? We can. But if we create our own characters, shout out to Tony Cottrell, shout out to all the black comic book creators, to be perfectly honest with you, we're not going to F with you. But you want us effing with you. Because if you didn't, you wouldn't feel the need to do one or two things. Create black characters or race swap the white characters you got. Now, if I see all that as a conscientious thinking black person, understanding the black characters you got, you're not using them. You're not. And understanding that I have the power economically, no differently than I had the power in Birmingham, Alabama, then I won't spend my money on empty, meaningless representation. I'm not going to do that. I'm also not going to spend my money on stuff I'm not in. It's up to you as a multi-billion-dollar company whether or not you can deal without me being a part, frequenting your business. My money got to matter somewhere. Oh no, the thing is Atlanteans are shown to not be considered human, but in offshoot, he just happens to be a white guy, pre-New 52. They address some Atlanteans having dark skin, and we ain't seen them. Thank you. And we ain't seen them. We ain't seen, as somebody once said, if we're looking at regions, right? Well, we should have white Atlanteans, brown Atlanteans, yellow Atlanteans, red Atlanteans. Yeah. What's supposed to be? Ain't nobody migrate no place else in the world. So Atlantis is the only undersea kingdom. That's crazy. England ain't the only country. It ain't what that is. So I'm sitting up here, it's 2025. Ain't got no black Atlanteans? Yes, we do. It was Calderon. We had the black Atlantean. He came out one way and then they switched his sexual orientation. Why? We couldn't get another black male Atlantean that just happened to be gay. We had to push it all in one box. That was too much. Well, we got Arthur. We had Tula. We had Garth. We had Mira. And everybody else in Atlantis, white. You mean to tell me we couldn't, on Young Justice, you mean to tell me there wasn't enough room? What's going on, Big Chad? You mean to tell me there wasn't enough room for another black character? Male, Atlantic. City is just one. Just one. What was that? What we did with Calderon then? Well, damn, was that woke what we did to Calderon? Was that DEI or was that just effed up? Because Calderon is already a woke character. Just him being black, that was woke. Well, damn, we had to throw some other stuff in there too then, huh? We had to make sure Calderon checked off all the boxes. And I mean checked off all the boxes too. Why? Why not just, and that's why folks had a problem with it. The character was already one way and you switched him. Why not just create a whole new black character? Or why not create another white Atlantean? Let him be gay. Either way, you could have created a brand new character that was gay. Now, if we're saying, watch this one, I like this. If we're saying race swapping characters from white to black, we're saying that, right? We're saying that's wrong. We're saying that's race swapping. And we're saying that's a woke issue. Well, what is it when we change the character sexual orientation? I know we did that with Tim Drake. I'm not a fan of that. I know we did that with Bobby Drake. I'm not a fan of that either. I'm not saying, but I am asking the question though. I think it's safe to say, and I'm just throwing this out here. Who do you know more about? Do you know, y'all gonna love this one. Do you know more? Theo, don't do it. Who do you know more about? Do you know, and I'm saying what folks have put in front of you. Do you know more about Sam Wilson, who predates Moon Knight, by the way, or do you know more about Moon Knight? Because folks keep telling me stuff. No, you know more about Moon Knight. I don't even want to hear that. Who then got the biggest push in Marvel Comics? Moon Knight or Sam Wilson? What's going on, Big Ruben? What's going on? Appreciate you pulling up. Plant Poppy in the building. Listen. Man, you ought to know Vernon Hampton, the end of the majority, they pretty much, yeah, white. I've known Kyle Rayner's half mixed, and he is still that right there. Kyle Rayner is half Latino, and they don't play that. Shout out to Jeff Johns, by the way. Yeah, Kyle Rayner is half, yeah. Now, that's not woke. That's not woke. But they don't play that part of him up. You don't see, when the last time you seen Kyle Rayner go salsa dancing? When the last time you heard Kyle Rayner reference anything Latino? Which is crazy, because considering what Gamerverse did in regards to Miles Morales representing his Latino side in his Spider-Man costume, Kyle Rayner ain't never done that. Not at all. If they don't just tell us his daddy is Mexican, we wouldn't know. In their eyes, only one race lives beyond the star. Yeah. Until they want this. Until they want this. Theo, what you mean? Oh, it's a black, shout out to, what the name? Todd McFarlane. Todd McFarlane got a whole black Superman sitting out there. Yeah, he do. Sure do. Sure, you can go get you a brother right now. Got on, matter of fact, you can go get Steel too. Brother got on a nice little blue costume, white cloth cape and everything like that. You can go ahead and get some. Sure do. But now live action, if Black Superman made it to the big screen, you know what the outrage would be. And I don't give a damn if his name was Val-Zod. It wouldn't even matter. Not Val-Zod. What is it? Kal-El, the real, yeah. They're not going to care. The bigots / racists going to show their ass, because all they're going to look at is a black Superman. Ain't that what they're saying over here about this movie? Black cap. They don't never say white cap. You don't hear them say white cap. Watch this. And this is where you need to ask yourself a question as a black person. If the mantle, Black Panther, is just a mantle, and you hear folks saying that to be disingenuous in regards to T'Challa, why they never say it's just a shield? Oh no, it's always Steve, right? It's always Steve, right? You think they would ever joke about Well, no, you know they're not the joke. They don't like Sam, not as Captain America, but it's for a whole different reason. And they telling you, they will always see a difference between us and them. Black Cap. But why are you pointing out his race? Why is that? Why are you pointing out, is he not a veteran? Is there a difference between a black veteran and a white veteran? Should be. If you don't like DEI, no, they should be equal. But in your bigoted mindset, they're not equal. You do see them as being different. And that's why you can attach color to one without attaching color to the other one. Because for whatever reason, they think white is normal. Well, when do we as black people believe, no, embrace that black is normal? Or do we keep falling for the okie doke that black is the exception? We're the first. We're the first. You can't dispute that. We're the first. We are. But we're not worse. We're not worse. What's going on? That's because they are box checking. Yeah, box checking. Come on now. That's why people hate race swaps and prefer. Yep, you are exactly right. You're exactly right. Falcon. You're right. Once again, you hitting them all out the park. You hitting them all out the park. But with that, knowing that we have some characters that were created in the 60s, we know more about other characters that came maybe 10, 15 years after them, because the comic books have pushed those characters. Well, they pushed those characters, right? We sitting off yearning for our characters. So when they want to do something movie-wise, we got to get thrown a bone. Michael B. Jordan as Johnny Storm was us being thrown a bone. That's what that is. Anytime they race swap a character, that's you being thrown a bone. Well, do you just want the bone, or do you want something on that bone? Especially when you sitting over here, they throwing you a bone, and they over here eating a damn 4 or 5-star meal, 4-course meal. They eat good. We sitting over here looking at the bone, growling at each other and everything like, over one damn bone ain't got no meat on it. What we doing that for? No. When you know better, you do better. Good to be seen. Yeah, Brian Horner had a comic. I think he had one comic out there. Might have been with the Archies and everything like that. But I was referencing the fact that if I wanted to see a black superhero, I had to hope he showed up on the Fat Albert show. That was about it. Looked like Bumblebee made a return to New Titans comic, but no mouth on. You're right. Or I was hot about Starfire. I feel like she should have been orange and had an image inducer to make her black. Just saying. I like that. Especially when you take into consideration her sister is called Black Star. But I absolutely like that. I do. I like that. I didn't like how folks got mad. And the reason why I'm saying that is because if she would have just been a white actress, not using any image inducer whatsoever, or white actress, not even having any paint, I don't believe that, where they use the special effects to make the actress look white, I don't believe she would have faced anywhere near the pushback that the black actress received. Now, just me saying this, thinking about this, Coriander is solar power. Solar power. Solar power. Well, what should she be? At the end of the day, orange, she still had color. Now, I'm finna be funny. If I turn on the lights, so this is the part that I become a smart ass. So I'm looking at folks that's got a brain, and I don't think I'm smarter than them. You mad that she dark skinned. Mind you, you got Clark, who should not be what he is. But let's think about this for a second. Well, okay, well, I live, you live. I've been living for some time. You've been living for some time. Okay, well, on the planet Earth, what man, woman is more set up, biologically speaking, to deal with the solar rays? Is it the white man, brown, red. There is no orange unless you're looking at this skin complexion. But now, if you're looking at this skin complexion, what do folks look like when they go to the beach? We can say this is brown. Hell, we can say it's orange. We know what it ain't. It ain't white. Thus, nobody, regardless of who they are, should have had a problem with her looking like that. She can't be white. But we would say Coriander was race swap, wouldn't we? That's what we would say. We would fix our mouths and say, well, if how's Coriander race swap? And if we're looking at science, why are we saying she need to be white? What's the, you know what? Somebody help me out. Somebody gonna have, I don't want to call that sleep, but every time somebody think of a word that we can use for folks that use the word woke erroneously, because they need a title. They need a title. They need a title. I think it's really funny how Cyborg was in Doom Patrol, but never on the team in comics. That didn't have black at all. Makes you wonder why he was there, huh? Because watch this. You know wasn't no black folks on Doom Patrol. I know wasn't no black folks on Doom Patrol until we get to the second iteration of Doom Patrol where we got that brother. But has anybody seen him? And why wasn't he on Doom Patrol? Oh, because there's nothing wrong with him. What's his name? Celsius or something like that? Yeah, we got a brother on Doom Patrol, look human. Ain't nothing wrong with him. The brother hit you with the hot, brother hit you with the cold. I think he got a little bit of a natural and everything like that. Yeah, where was he at? Because folks keep wanting me to fall in love with Cyborg. I'm telling you, I'm not falling in love with that 1/3 of a man thing because I know exactly what that is. I know exactly what that is. No, I'm not doing that. You keep wanting me to fall in love with Cyborg. I'm not doing that. I don't give a damn. I don't. He can't look like Steve. I'm not doing that. Because we ain't ever sitting up here talking. No, I'm not doing that. That version of Mr. Terrific was weak as water. Well, actually, water's pretty strong, so I can't say that. Luke Cage broke the internet with Michael Coulter's Black. Yeah, had all the women. Man, listen, I was that old when I found out what coffee meant. That's what coffee means. All this, I've been going about this the wrong way. If that's what coffee means. Could you imagine you in Starbucks and you look at a young, hey, you want to go get some coffee? Y'all already in Starbucks. Clearly y'all ain't talking about getting no coffee. Curtis couldn't fight, but he was fabulous. Like I said, I was mad about that because I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that because I get everybody's everybody, but stop giving me the stereotypical, because that's what it is. It's a stereotype. Stop giving me the stereotypical gay black man. No, it's some black men out here that's gay that they gonna put their setup. They not doing the windmill. They not doing the windmill. No, they gonna put their setup. Some of them gonna put that left leg back, or that right leg back, because they know martial arts. So you finna take this L. Some of them in the bodybuilding. Here we go. Bo DeMaio. Damn it, I like that right there. Theo, no, I'm gonna play. You know who should have been fast those? Skin complexion be damned. No. Bo DeMaio should have been fast those. Hell, Fastos they ain't got Fastos pigmentation. We know Fastos black, but don't act like they didn't always gave Fastos the same skin tone. They have not. He could. That's Fastos. I don't know what this was over here, but you. Shoot. If it was me, I had Cyborg in his human form to have the ability to. People can Theo, he looked human. That dude still looking like a cyborg. No, I need that dude. How long Cyborg been around? How many relationships has Richard Grayson been in since we got introduced to Cyborg? I asked that question because I'm like, I remember him being in a relationship, but ain't Vic single? Yeah, see, we want to do all that. We want to do all that. What's going on, Big Archie? What's going on? Greeted with Kyber Isle. I see you in the techno jungle right now. Yeah, you know, Mrs., my wife, helping, contribute, making it do what it's gonna do. In 2018, we had Cloak, Alec Wilder, Luke Cage, T'Challa. Supported, didn't we? You see how you threw all the names out there? We Hulu here, Netflix there, the movie studio over there, ABC over here. We was checking for it all day, every day, twice on damn Sunday, wasn't it? They dialed it all the way back. Dialed it all the way back. Because I ain't gonna lie, I know who I was looking at Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. for. The brother, the tall brother with the deep voice, Fastos, that had the shotgun with the axe on it. That's why I was watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Sure was. Because who else was over there? We had one brother. He messed around, got caught up in what? The stuff that the Eternals be using and everything like that. But dog turned to dust. I said, damn it. And we saw it coming. We saw it coming. It was like him and Quake. And we were like, Lord have mercy, Jesus. And he was the only brother we had on the team. We like, don't do it. Don't do it. And it ain't like they be taking our actors off the screen because our actor got another job. You remember with the dude that played Reacher? I liked him as Hulk. I liked him as Hulk in Titans. They deleted him. Why? Because he was getting ready to start another job. Shout out to the brother. Tremendous. The dude does good work. But we get cats get deleted all the damn time. Here we go. While we know Battlestar is still alive and well in the comics, they deleted Lamar Hoskins in the series, right? Right. Well, the actor didn't have another job. That ain't what that was. He wasn't going from one TV series to another TV series. No, we just don't see no more value in you. And watch this. Why you can't get the black character deleting a white character on screen, because that might be too woke for some, you can easily get the white character haphazardly, mistakenly, accidentally deleting the black character. Say, Theo, what you mean? Me and my wife, we sitting up here right now. We going through Supernatural. We watching Supernatural and everything. You like Supernatural? I like Supernatural. I do. I like Supernatural. Well, how many of us were hunters? I got one. I got one. Well, who deleted him? Bobby. Well, who else did Bobby delete? The dude's wife. Now, mind you, I said I'm a Supernatural fan, but Supernatural wasn't woke. Supernatural wasn't woke. But I, as a black, no, scratch that. I, as a fan of that genre, could watch that show and not think about anything else. Maybe it's because mentally I have been colonized to the fact that white is normal. My question would be, if we got everything one for one, what it is, except Dean and Sam are now black, is that show successful? Same writing, same directing. The only characters we changing in that show are the two male leads. Hell, let's make them two females. We got the same show, the same writing, same directing, same plot. Is that show successful? I doubt it. It should be. I expect the women to check in. I do. I would expect the women to check in. I would expect us to check in. Black leads, male or female, we going in. Then you watch Sleepy Hollow? I did. Orlando Jones? Hell yeah, I'm in there. I'm in there. You got the sister, and I ain't seen her in a minute too. And you got an hour-long show. An hour-long horror show with a brother. Oh yeah, I'm watching that. It wasn't a bad show, was it? But you had folks that didn't want to watch it because of what? The same folks that have an issue anytime we got the spotlight. That's why they don't like race swaps. They're not going to tell you, like I'm going to tell you on the show. But just as easy as they tell you they don't like race swaps, they're not going to acknowledge anything else. They're not going to ask for the original black character. They're not going to remind you of the black characters, red characters, brown characters, or yellow characters that sit out there. No, they're just going to tell you they don't want, well, that's not right. That's not right. They're being disingenuous. And those of us that participate in that nonsense, it makes me ask the question, what we're doing it for. Because I know why they're doing it. What's going on? Ray and comment folk, what's going on? Yeah, we in here. They find words like woke or DI twisted and running in the ground. Absolutely, they do. They also get a new buzzword that they usually corrupt: inner city, urban, woke, DI, CRT. We all know what they mean. Absolutely, absolutely. I think woke has been twisted, but DI, depending on the context, is actually not doing us any favors. Saw this brother on the Breakfast Club. I did. He's talking to Charlemagne the God. Charlemagne the God said something similar to what you just said. So, real quick, what's the two most diverse cities in America? The answer's simple. It's Los Angeles and New York. What's the two most diverse states in America? New York, California. Well, you got DEI on full display. All right. What's the most diverse city in the South? It's Atlanta. Now, Atlanta as a city has a higher gross national product, if I'm not mistaken, than 5 states in the South. And we know the poorest state is in the South. They don't practice DEI. As I told this young lady Friday, we don't appreciate it as Americans. We won damn near every war we've been in. We've won damn near every war we've been in. Why do we think that is? When we look at stories about the Tuskegee Airmen, look at stories of the code breakers, look at stories of the tunnel rats and everything like that, that's how America was able to win. She had a diverse group of people that she could rely on. And while they would like to tell you that equity is wrong, well, if folks don't have equity, you have a tendency to disenfranchise them, which is why we get to the point where you have to have a draft for the military, because those Americans that would normally sign up for the military just based on defending their country alone, they're disenfranchised because they don't feel like they'll have any equity once they finish doing it. Now, inclusion. Well, that goes back to that whole diversity thing. You have to make people feel welcome. Well, how diverse is our military if we don't make various genres feel included? How do you get folks to do something for you if you don't include them? Those are all rhetorical questions. I'm not even looking for an answer. But the truth sits right there, and we look at it every day, and we allow somebody to tell us something different. Labels. Had a brother today, last night. He wants T'Challa recast. He does. but he fell for the okie doke in regards to his mindset. And some of us have. His statement is he be trying to tell us stuff, but we have too many liberals in the Black community. Well, I asked the question, if you fell for that, what does that say? Because if you think you're a conservative, you're lying. If you think you're a liberal, you're lying. Because there are various topics out there in which you're going to have different thoughts about it. Theo, what do you mean? Okay, what's the liberal mindset? Having sex with a bunch of women and getting them all pregnant and not being responsible? Or is that a conservative mindset? What's a conservative mindset? Spending all the money in the world or saving your money? See, folks throw these labels out there and we allow ourselves to get attached to a label when you know damn good and well that label don't apply to you 24/7. You know the only thing that applies to you 24/7, you're a human. You're a human. And since we know race is man-made, right? The race don't even apply to you. Your ethnicity might apply to you. Your culture might apply to you. But the race thing, well, did you see Sammy Sosa? A recent pick? Okay, all right. I know who I am as a person. And there are some things I'm liberal about, and there are some things I'm very conservative about. But that don't make me one way or the other. It makes me me. The thing is me knowing that, I don't just throw my fellow brothers and sisters or any other human for that matter in a label. Oh no, you are who you are. I'm not going to say you conservative when I know damn good and well you're a liberal over here. And I'm not going to call you a liberal when I know damn good and well you got conservative viewpoints over here. I'm going to call you by your name. I'm going to call you by your name and leave it like that. If you get bored, look up the real life pirate Black Caesar. I will. And he was race banned in 2014, but returned to it. And he got a whole comic book out. And if you my age, you know that Archie's had a comic book out there forever. We used to go to the grocery store and get them Archie comic books by this size and everything like that up there by the what was it, the National Enquirer. We're not gonna do that. Annie ain't ever been white. She ain't been white. Daddy wore. I'm gonna say she ain't ever been black. Daddy wore Bucks ain't ever been black. I don't. Did I go see it? Nope. But Theo, why you didn't go see it? You don't like Jamie Foxx? Yeah, I like Jamie Foxx. You didn't like the little girl? I thought she was adorable. I did. I believe she's talented. Well, why you didn't go see it? That's not what that is. We ain't get no TV series up out of there. They didn't change the character. That ain't what they did. No, she stayed white. So I ain't thinking that. I'm not doing that. Oh no, I get the point. I get it 100%. Okay, that's true. It took homie who did House Party to get stormed with the black man. Mind you, Bishop was already there, but Reginald Hutton got to come on the scene. Bishop was at Marvel Comics before Reginald Hutton was. This race swapping and legacy don't work. The only time legacy sharing the name have worked at all is when a franchise is so strong it doesn't matter. Marvel, that only applies to Spidey and Wolverine. And do you know why it applies? Because they put the work in. They want Miles to be significant. Thus, they put the work in with Miles. They want Laura, which if you are an X-Men fan, they're getting ready to put Laura back with one of the Hellions. So that relationship that her and Sync had over in the Crow era, or they don't see no value in that whatsoever. They ain't even spending that forward. So, which I'm not mad. If I'm who I am, I'm not mad that they breaking up Laura and Sync. I'm sitting up here looking at this. Okay, so who y'all finna put him with? Because y'all, I don't know who feel pressed to do this over here. Laura and the Hellion were in a relationship before. So somebody over there under Tom Brevoort feels pressed to put them back together. So they're going to do that. Okay, well, I think it's fair for me to ask Tom Brevoort and CB Cebulski, since you finna have another white relationship with a black one. But it ain't just on me to ask that question. But I damn sure will ask it. Who is more qualified to introduce bloodline, Danny, Lord, or Priest? That was a DEI job right there. That's what I mean. It should have been Priest. It should have been Priest. But now what I would say to you is, and I say this and I stress this, I don't necessarily big burning Jonathan Ridley. Jonathan Ridley, John Hickman. Well, we're going to bring in John Ridley, 12 years a slave, undercover brother. He don't give two damns about the character, though. As someone alluded to today, no, he want to come in, he want to deconstruct the character. Well, you take your deconstructing ass on over there. But I got Jonathan Hickman, and Jonathan Hickman don't look like me. Even though there is the dude, the white dude out there that look like Robert Sherrard. Y'all seen Robert Sherrard? You know it's a white dude out there that look like he could be his daddy. You know, but anyway, they look alike. I'm not doing that. The same dude that played Damien on Arrow, that white dude, he looked like Robert Richard in the. No, I'm not doing that. I know you're not gonna tell me I'm lying either. You can. You know they look alike though. He had gang ties. Yeah. So I look at it as, when it comes to the writing, I care about who cares about the character. So, but that's me though, and you know, hey, it is what we are. Hell, I probably would have made Gladiator black as well. Mr. Ray Smith considers Gladiator to be black. Man, damn, you went all the way up there like, yeah, let's add him too. Look, yeah, I'm just saying. Sam Wilson Falcon took out White Mercs in Captain America Civil War. You'd have liked to think that would have stuck, huh? Yeah. But I'm guessing he can't fight like that on his own. Because the only time we see Sam fight like that is in Civil War, Infinity War, and Endgame. Other than that, big burning, what we got? We got Sam getting his wings ripped off in the Winter Soldier. You got his wings getting ripped off again, and he looking on the ground looking dejected. Like, bro, you're not psychically linked to your wings. Stop acting like that. You got his wings broke off in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Third time's a charm, and got his wings broke again. And it's hard to get behind Sam. I know what Sam, and I'm tired. You know what? I'm not gonna say I'm tired, but I've been having to defend Sam and Anthony Mackie. I found myself recently having to defend Anthony Mackie's statement. Folks, oh, he said such and such and so and so. What did I say? He just didn't know how to say it. Had he read the comics, he know what to say. I didn't say he said anything wrong. I said he didn't know how to say it. But you know who do know how to say it? Steve. Folks, oh, Captain America. No, Captain America's for the American dream. Steve then told the country to kiss his behind quite a few times. But you know that if you're a comic book fan. So it makes me ask, if you're a comic book fan and I'm a comic book fan, and I remember them stories when Steve then went toe-to-toe with the American government because he disagreed with him and everything like that, why we out here pushing this narrative in regards to Anthony Mackie? You ain't got to lie to kick it. You do not have to lie to kick it. You don't. Matter of fact, I would prefer you saying, I just don't want to see a black man as Captain America. That would be the truth. But then again, you got to deal with pushback. I would take that trade Fury back for Gladiator. Random grunts don't count with no names, especially when you know one of them grunts was actually the voice actor for Thanos when we first seen him in the MCU. Y'all say what? Y'all didn't know that? The dude that gets to talk, the dark-skinned brother with the hazel-colored eyes and everything like that, yeah, that was the voice actor when we first saw Thanos pop up in the MCU. Why Josh Brolin got that role. Well, Thanos ain't white. Thanos ain't white, and they use motion capture, right? It's a script being written. You don't see the actor's face. So why that couldn't be him? Just asking a question. Would there be a race swap after the demise of DEI? I believe so, unless Hollywood changes some things. And what do I mean when I say change some things? Well, first of all, Hollywood has to appreciate the black dollar as opposed to just wanting the black dollar. And when I say Hollywood, we're in Hollywood as well. Lest we forget, Nate Moore was sitting right there. He just wanted the black dollar. Lest we forget, Ryan Coogler was sitting right there. He just wanted the black dollar. We look at that cast and crew. They just wanted the black dollar. Honoring the legacy of black fiction like they did with Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings. No, the black folks that were there that were supposed to be looking out for us could not have given two damns. Folk was around when Sam was getting kicked all over the place in Captain America, Winter Soldier. They didn't throw no flag on the play. Folks was around when we saw Falcon and the Winter Soldier. They didn't throw no flag on the play. As a matter of fact, what they said was they want this character to struggle. Well, if we got the higher blacks getting along and going along, everybody play their part. Everybody play their part. Well, I don't know. You got to help me out. I don't know the white person that has it within them to check a black person when the black person ain't keeping it black. We say, Theo, I said, I don't know the white person. They may be out there. I don't know the black person that's going to check a black person for not keeping it black. Prime example. Y'all heard me say this. I haven't said it in a while. I'm working at a community center. It's in the south side of Tallahassee. That's the black neighborhood. I'm one of the folks, they started calling me coach because I got my whistle and everything like that. I'm one of the people that they're looking at. I just started working them. They've got a white supervisor and they've got two black supervisors. The white supervisor is a male. The two black supervisors are black women. You got black youth running around there, and I want to say it's about like maybe 8 years ago, something like that. Black youth running around, pants hanging off their ass. You can see their underwear. Using the N-word, calling themselves the N-word all day, every day, twice on damn Sunday. Young black girls calling themselves the B-word. Like, it's a whole bunch of debauchery going on. That's the word that I use. I asked the white supervisor, why is this what we're doing in our gym? These kids were coming here straight after school, high school. We're supposed to be setting the example because I did the same thing when I was a kid. Went to the community center after school. I was in the cadets. I was in the Weeblos. I was in the Cub Scouts. And there's always supposed to be an adult there that's encouraging us to be better, teaching us stuff. I said, what we doing? His comment, Theo, if you want to do it, you can. And I will back you up. I feel weird telling a black person they can't use the N-word. I don't know if it's my place to tell a child, a black child, how to dress. Say less. I got it. But now, how many of us are willing to say, oh, okay, I understand why you not saying nothing. And you're telling me I can say whatever I want to say, and you're going to back my play? Because that's all I need you to do. If you not going to help, don't hurt, as in don't get in my way. Well, we couldn't use the N-word no more because that would get you sent home. We couldn't use the B-word no more because that was going to get you sent home. And that was on the strength of me. And no, you could not walk in our gym with your pants hanging off your ass or you was going to get sent home. That was on the strength of me. Did I tell you that there were already two black assistant supervisors there? Not just that, there were 4 other members that were black staff that were there and did not say anything. As a matter of fact, the 2 older black men that were there, I'm cool with, by the way, They would use the N-word in front of the kids like it was nothing. They would let the kids use the N-word in front of them, even there, because I don't think I could talk like that around my grandparents. Oh, no. You're not gonna talk grown around your grandparents or your parents, and you're a black child. No, you're gonna stay in a child's place. Well, who that fall on? That fall on them or that fall on us? Because like I said, Nate Moore sitting right there. Ryan Cooper sitting right there. The cast and crew sat right there. We sat up here and folks wanted to talk about Captain America 4. I asked questions. But see, I'm asked questions as a black comic book fan. I'm not going to ask questions as a black Stan boy. I'm not going to ask questions as a black Anthony Mackie fan. Oh, no, I'm going to ask questions as a black fan, a black comic book fan. Where was Josiah? If this is supposed to be a black movie, this could have easily been about Sam going to go find Josiah. Where is Josiah? We say this is a black movie. This could have very well been about Sam, Elijah, and Isaiah going to go find Josiah, but we didn't get that. We got William Dump. We got what? Dumpy in there? Demolition Man. Where's Rashard Lucas? Why didn't we use this film to bring in Misty Knight? Because that's who Sam currently in a relationship with. Why not? Ain't Anthony Mackie sitting right there? He black, right? He want my black dollar. This movie coming out in February, right? Ain't Nate Moore still attached to this project? Am I wrong for asking for that? How long has Misty Knight been around as a character? How long has Rashard Lucas been around as a character? How long has Josiah X been around as a character? How long has Elijah Bradley been around? Now, let me ask this question. If we get this, what's the likelihood? Because Hasbro only put out what? One black action figure to go along with this movie. How many black action figures could I have gotten that I ain't got to customize if the actor keep it black, if the executive, they both black, if they keep it black? See, that would have made that movie woke then. What would we have said then? What would have been the talking points then? Because Steve would not fit in that movie. Not as the headliner. No, that would be a black movie. And that movie would have made sense. I doubt we got to see, because we're trying to set this up as an espionage movie, kind of like the Winter Soldier. Well, it's not, I got to go find Josiah X in espionage movie. They say when you know better, you do better. The only big two franchise they have any real debate on is how the Prime version is Flash and Green Lantern, and GL is a job title. Thank you. Only one black hero has 100% claimed the white hero's mantle. And how was that executed? Remember before I talked about the execution? You know what they did? Okay, well, Terry Holt bit the dust in the 80s. He did. I was going to high school when that comic book came out, and I bought it from the Mitchell County drugstore. I was like, oh, damn. Yeah, that's how far we go back with it. Well, we didn't get Michael Holt that fast. Now, maybe that's because Mr. Terrific as a hero wasn't that dude in the JSA, so they could have just did whatever. Because I don't remember anybody checking for him like that. Didn't killed him off with. That's who deleted him. The Spirit King did. I don't remember anybody checking for Terry like that. I don't. Well, they waited a little bit, and how they brought in Michael. They thought about that character before they dropped him on us. And after they dropped him on him, they thought about him some more. Mr. Terrific has 2 action figures out there. He ain't been around that long. He ain't. But they came out the gate putting respect on his name. And even doubled that. Oh, well, he the 3rd smartest man. Well, who's smarter than him? Lex and Bruce. But if you ask Bruce, Bruce feel like Michael's smarter than him. He just think Mike lying. That's the writers putting a lot of respect on his name. Wait, I ain't finished. He's showing up in Super. He didn't have to be the first brother. He did not have to be the first brother showing up in that dude's universe. But he said, no, I'm going to put him in there first. Why? Then he cast a dark-skinned actor. He wasn't even playing. He said, oh, no, I'm going to go get dark chocolate. Which, mind you, should have insulated him from folks complaining about him casting Aaron Pierre. That says a lot about those folks' IQ level to me. But he got one of the darkest brothers he could to be Michael Holt. He damn sure did. There's been a lot of character development placed on Michael Holt in ways Marvel ain't doing with their characters over there. So yeah, they put a lot in there to make sure that transition went like it's supposed to. Hollywood don't give. Yeah, Dr. Spectrum was originally a black man, now he white. He sure is. He sure is. See, they already race swapped Dr. Riaz. Sure did. Sure did. Sure did. And if you gonna support it, they're gonna feel enabled to keep doing what they're doing. The only way you keep them from feeling that way is hurt them. And how do you hurt them? Financially. Hurt them financially and use your platform to state why you're doing it so that folks gonna lie anyway. Folks gonna lie anyway. But if you got record out there saying, this is why I made this move, this is specifically why I made this move. So you can say whatever you want to, but this is why I did it. You're not concerned about those that aren't going to believe it, because it's gonna be folks like that. No, what you're concerned about are the folks that's gonna say, oh yeah, that makes sense. You don't give two damns about what they over there thinking. Oh no, you're saying what you gotta say for those that want to hear it. Not everybody want to hear what you gotta say. Let them go on about their business. You're not speaking for them. To a degree, you're not talking to them. No, you're talking to those that need the message, that to a degree feel the same way that you do, and are, I don't want to say in search of, but feeling like they're the only ones that feel that way. You got to let them know, encourage, oh no, you're not the only one that feel that way. I feel the same way you do. And it's more of us that feel that way. That's how we increase the numbers. When you know better, you do better, and united voices are louder voices. That's what that is. We want real representation. Pick some men and women, Black, brown, Asian, Latino characters who got, yes, absolutely. Identities, not manners. Yep. They couldn't even flush out the first Amazing Man, constantly creating a new one. And I'm glad you said that, Big Jermaine, because we sit up here and we say, oh, that's what we get. I don't know how many Flash stories I've read where it's Jay, Barry, Wally, and Bart. You need me to say that again? I don't know. They don't care. No, the more Superman, the merrier, the better. The more Batman, the better. The more Spider-Man, the better. Those are white characters, though. But we can get duped in, oh, they can't be but one. When you know damn good and well that ain't what that is. They're honoring the comic books, the source material. Oh, no, you got all that. We sit up here knowing the comic books say one thing, and we going to be duped into say, okay, no, it ain't but one of us at a time. No, it's not. But like I said, I got Wakanda at the house. So, and I got damn near every Black superhero at the house, to be perfectly honest with you, Marvel-wise. So, if I don't believe in that one at a time in my own damn house, I don't know why I'm finna step outside my house and expect anything less than that. If I, on my own limited resources, can rep chocolate point blank period, then I ain't trying to hit nothing from no studio. Kevin Feige got more resources than I do. James Gunn, they got access to more resources than I do. Black, well, if I can do it right here in a small office, going above and beyond to customize Black action figures for Black superheroes that Hasbro ain't gave us, If I can do it, and I ain't the only one, see, that's the thing. I'm not special. If I can do it, I'm not understanding why the studio can't do it. Oh no, you don't want to. Well, you don't want to. I like spending my money on black. Now you don't want to give me no black. I'm not just gonna frequent your black. No, I'm gonna do my own black here at the house. And my brother Daryl said I need to add a beard. That's my manifold right there. Brother Daryl said, y'all think I need to add a beard today? Yep. Anyway, I'm gonna do black. And shout out to my brother. Yeah, we know what we're gonna do to make this Shadow Soldier, Josiah X. Yeah. See how black that is? And then we're not gonna keep it to ourselves. What we gonna do? When we finish customizing, and yes, I do have the Roadblock Cobra Island head sculpt with the black do-rag. I do have that. So we're gonna make that do what it's gonna do. But if I can do it, why they can't do it? It's because I want to. It's because I want to. Aquaman looks full white. He ain't like Namor, who tends to look half eight at all. Cardiac birth, see, 1991. How long ago was that? That dude, MIA. It was better than the title. Yeah, Cyborg needs to look way less RoboCop and more. If anybody look, now listen, I'm not telling nobody he can't be your superhero. I just know there's some historical context to that in regards to us being 1/3 of a man. I'm not supporting that. And I don't know what folks think I got, but I'm not doing that. That's the problem for solutions. That's it. Right. I wouldn't even go the route doing something like the Endo Sim Iron Man suit. Nope, not at all. You play Cyberpunk. I kind of went a Solomon. Look at y'all with the video games. I ain't mad at that. We give our black dollars to them too easily. Make them earn your pastry. Listen. I play Grand Theft Auto. You play Grand Theft Auto? 5. Not story mode, not online, because I need a crew. Because the folks be looking for you. So if you playing Grand Theft Auto, let a brother know. But no. I play the story mode. Now I didn't finish the story mode. Hell. Who you think I play with most of the time? Do you think I use Michael most of the time? Do you think I use Trevor? I'm in my home. Or do you think I use Franklin? Just think about that for a second. Prodigy went from clapping Surge and having Transonic all up on him to being gay overnight. And it's kind of telling that he's the black male mutant that has the most consistent push over 2 decades. That part. Hold on, I'll be right back. My fault. I apologize for that. But yeah, you looking at that right there. Just did all that. And like I said, Mr. Ray knows. And that's the other thing. History being rewritten. You're not going to know if you ain't reading. So shout out to you, S. Jadix. You knew what was going on because they will rewrite your history. But in you living in America, that's something that they're actually doing real time. So if you know that's what's going on in America real time, and you know you're not as adept, it's just being honest. I know folks know more than me in regards to certain topics. And I will go to those people to get that knowledge because I know I don't know. And because I see what's going on, I'm not inclined to trust somebody else. If we think it's a game, let's think about it. X-Men 97. If you a Black Panther fan, I'm a Black Panther fan, we're a Black Panther fan, you knew what T'Challa's history was when it came to the cartoons. Stay with me. You were following X-Men. You were following that Avengers cartoon, the one that came on Fox. You were following Spider-Man, and you were following Fantastic Four. They literally tried to rewrite T'Challa's history in the cartoons. It was one of us that called them out for it. They never took any credit for it. No, one of us called them out for it. Say, hey, they switched that. And we put it on Front Street, compared it with what it used to be, with what it was. They rewrote that character's history in the cartoons. It took a Black person being on the hill to call it out. Because if we didn't call it out, they were just going to leave it there. And what did they do? Soon as a Black person called it out, quite a few others of us took note of it, and we all raised hell. What did they do? They went back and changed it. I want you to think about that for a second. Let that marinate. The audacity to cover up a lie just so they could delete a fictional character in a cartoon, justify that character not existing in that cartoon when you know damn good and well that character should have. Somebody took it upon themselves to change the entry online, i.e. change history. Because they didn't think you knew, they didn't think we cared. Think about the arrogance, the mindset for that. I'm going to go do it because they don't read and they don't care. That was the assumption that was made. And then when they got caught red-handed, go change it back. When they got caught red-handed, they went and changed it back. I don't know at this point in time why anybody would be asking me to support a studio that would go to those measures, those lengths, just to erroneously represent Black imagery. Think about that for a sec, because they damn sure did it. That's history. I'm not making that up. That's history. That's world history. That's American history when it comes to Marvel Wikipedia. Marvel Wikipedia to cover up a lie in regards to why T'Challa didn't show up in X-Men 97, changed their own Wikipedia, and when they got caught, changed it back. Y'all know that's the truth. I didn't know Calderon was straight, bro. Yeah. Calderon was in a relationship with Tula. He's in a relationship with Tula. Tula dies in this video game, which is heralded as Young Justice season 1.5. When we come back, season 2, the dude mad at Aqualad for Tula dying and everything, she dies in that video game. Yeah. So, but see how that go? Changes history, thinking we either A, not gonna know, or B, don't care. But this is the mind game that they play. Now you're finna pit Black heterosexuals against Black members of the LGBTQ+. And mind you, when we do that, you got demographics in both that don't give two damns, as in they just want what they want. So now you got this group getting ready to butt heads with this group, but this group, the Black group, don't want to say nothing. And why does it the Black group doesn't want to say anything in regards to the Black character? Because the Black group knows, by and large, you really can't say nothing to the LGBTQ+ community. That's the perception. Oh no, you can't talk to them. They gonna feel how they want to feel. But have we heard somebody from the, you know how we talk, we don't like race swaps, right? We don't like race swap. Have you ever heard anybody from that community say they don't like orientation swaps? I think that's a fair question. Have you, because see, I'm not signing off, watch this. I'm not signing off on North Star being changed to a heterosexual character. I'm not. I don't want to see Taku and Horatio be heterosexual character. Oh no, you gay. And since I know Horatio Walters is about that life, he don't play the radio, he will delete you. I want to see more representation like that, to be perfectly honest with you. Truth be told, I do. Stop showing me the weak gay man. No, show me the gay man that don't play. That's what I want. That's what I want. Well, who else talk about them characters like that? We sit around here as a community trying to figure out how to get us a custom Horatio Walters. That's already done, by the way. Yeah, we're gonna make that happen. I expect me to have a Horatio Walters in 30 days. Wake up, tick tock, ticky tocky tick. Get up, tick tock. If you find that you don't like my way, you can send me back in 30 days. I'm gonna keep up with Then we're gonna get on up out of here because we at the 2-hour mark. I did not plan on doing it. Hell, Moon Knight shows the importance of a great comic writer that loves the character, because his rise was an accident all that. If you read comics, you know what he just said was true. Was it woke when white actors played blacks and indigenous people in Hollywood? No, that was something else. we need another word for that. That ain't woke. That's something else. I don't even get what is the point of having half Latinos like Kyle Rayner and Sam Alexander. No point in hiding the rep. Make it clear in their names. And somebody even said that in regards to Kyle Rayner, that they should just make it what it is. Why can't we do that in 2025? Ain't Simon Bass sitting out there? And Daryl got 2 of them action figures. They nice too. Ain't we got the young lady that turned her fear into a strength? They did a magnificent job with her as a character, introducing her. Because she had the power ring first. Jessica, is that her name, Jessica? She had the power ring first. She had no Green Lantern ring. She was traumatized. You see the role they got her playing in Green Lantern mythos right now? Oh, they are fully invested in her. Fully. But to be perfectly honest, they do that with the Green Lanterns over there. They don't give a damn where they're coming from. Oh, no. Every Green Lantern finna get some rich story. Which one ain't got no story? That's crazy. They can do that for all that. Never mind. Kyle was retconned, but no excuse on the sand front. No, not at all. A temporary bone with no legacy. And then my brother go on the way back home for the live later. That's my brother D Real. We are coming to y'all later on, which means I'm finna peace out. Because we are coming back to y'all. We're gonna break down issues 3 and 4 of Shadow Cabinet. Yes, we are. We're gonna do that on his channel. So make sure you got your notifications on and everything like that. And if this is your first time to the channel, I do have a tendency to get long-winded, but I'm hoping what I say makes sense. Sense enough to the point where you will go ahead and hit that like button. Sense enough to the point where you will definitely go ahead and subscribe. Hit that like button to the point where you want to share this video to some of your friends, family members, co-workers, and things of that nature. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. SJ is to get Latino engagement via white adjacency. I want to see how they're going to feel with what happened with the white tiger over here in this Daredevil thing. Because I'm sitting up here like this. Because I know the legacy, the story of the white tiger. And I'm excited for this is the thing. I'm excited for my Latino brothers and sisters. I'm like, okay, all right. I'm just concerned what they finna get. I'm concerned about what they finna get because I know the story. And even though we can change stuff to make it good over here, when it come to us and other minorities, we don't necessarily want to change stuff so they feel good. I'm hoping, because I know the story, I'm hoping that ain't what we finna do. I'm hoping. And if you don't know Hector Ayala's story, I'm just hoping we don't go that route. I'm hoping we don't go that route. Gonna have to peep this replay style. Oh, for sure. We all everybody agree, my brother. I don't like race swapping, but I'm all in for race correcting. I like how you said that. I like that. Cyborg has the tech to make himself look human. There is no logic to his pick, man. Listen, that whole hair skull thing. No, I ain't doing that. I don't see how that when unless you are a fan, then you would never know that they are Latino. Exactly. He was a butt naked robot. Crazy Cyborg, the only single one on the team. He got more connection with it. My first girlfriend, I was 15. So I don't know what this is here. My first girlfriend, and like Clark, when he went to Smallville High, I had girlfriends in high school. I think the longest I ever went, and it was called Okinawa, Japan. I went 6 months, and the ratio in Okinawa, Japan was like 10 brothers for every sister. I went by 6 months. But this thing right here, and I don't think I'm all that now, but I know if I can get a woman, you mean tell me somebody with superhuman powers can't get one? I'm just thinking there's a little boost to your confidence level when you can do some stuff. Yeah. What do Latinos want to be when they come to America? Now, see, I don't know because I can't speak on that. Henry Simmons make a good Vic Stone. Yeah. White. C. Jermaine gets it. Supernatural got seasons like One Piece, long and plentiful. Listen, I love me some Supernatural. I ain't finna act like that. Orlando Jones was fired from American Gods for keeping it real as Mr. Nazi. You know, I've come to understand that folks don't necessarily like that. Like you subject, and that's why I really don't care. Because I like Charles Barkley and Orlando Jones, by the way. And Malcolm X. I've been called Malcolm X. But no, I understand. I've come to understand that folks don't necessarily like us keeping that thing 100. We don't even like us keeping that thing 100. We don't. I don't know why you wouldn't. Here we go. I don't know why you wouldn't like it to keep it 100. Y'all don't see the benefits of keeping it 100. I know y'all might be like, with Theo, if you didn't keep, some folks might be like, with Theo, if you kissed butt, you'd have had that in 2 years as opposed to 5. I don't want to kiss butt. I kiss my wife butt, but I don't want to kiss nobody. No, I'm not doing that. So if the Winchesters were ladies, they had that. They tried to do that as a limited series. Supernatural had a black lead character based in Chicago, but the pilot, Sleepy Hollow got New York. That's what happened. Prophet, that would be what Winona Earp. Be Real was a DI is the future deal with it. They will hook sync up with Prodigy next. Don't get them no ideas. Don't get them no ideas. Don't do that. Well, if we're doing Black history, let's not forget the Black engineers who paid a road through Canada up to Alaska because no one else wanted to do it. You know what, big dog? I think that's a video. I think that's a video because you're right. Ain't nobody else want to do it and they don't want to talk about it. I think that's a video. Some light need to be said on that. Sam be getting the cyborg treatment. Yeah. If you as a Black man are not willing and are able to accept the reality that all other Black people do not have your best interest in mind, then you already losing. Look, just don't use DEI like because they woo. I found that out a few years ago. The damnest thing is, I want to say I found that out 2-3 years ago from somebody that like saying that all skin folk ain't kinfolk. He ain't either. He ain't either. And that's why I don't like labels. The only label that applies if we're Americans and you're as critical thinking as you claim to be is upper class and lower class. Because that whole thing about middle class, no, they don't give 2 damns about that. And when I say they, it's the upper class. No, if you're not upper class, you're nothing. That's their mindset. The only thing you're there to do is keep them rich. That's it. Here we go. Well, as somebody said before, if you white and you broke and you've been white and you've been broke for a minute and you talking about immigrants taking your job, then you need to be mad at the white person that hired them. But that ain't where your vitriol aimed at. Well, why you think he hired them? If your paycheck is $16 an hour and you should earn $16 an hour, right? But it's only one of you. And the dude that owned the company can go get 3 more folks, let me see, and pay them, I'm sorry, 4 folks. If he can go get 4 folks, which is 4 times you, and pay them the same wage as one of you, as in $4 an hour, because 4 times 4 is 16, right? Then you need to go talk to him. Because see, here's what's going to wind up happening. We're doing all these deportations and everything like that. I'm not working in no field. I got my own business. I'm self-sustained right here. Now, you the farmer. I don't have a job that's dependent on migrant workers. If you got a business that depended on immigrants and you voted the other way and you didn't talk to your, like I said, I know how we voted. What they say, 73% black men, I fell in line with the 73%. What we say, 92% black women, my wife voted the same way they did. So this ain't got nothing to do. Behind the scene, yo, I seen the sign of lights, nice upgrade on the. Hey, listen, I got to give it up. Oh, I got to give it up to my brother D Real. He got one. My wife, she saw his. She said, babe, I said, yes. I want to get you a sign. I said, you sure? She said, yeah. I said, so the stuff that I got going on, I'm always thankful to my wife for that. Because I know for a fact that when you're in a relationship and you're trying to be success, trying to do something, you can't do it if the other person ain't trying to be right there, trying to be supportive. So I'm always thankful to my wife for that. And I'm also thankful to the Rock With Me Nation, because the Rock With Me Nation been rocking with me since I've been in the kitchen. Video started off in the kitchen and in the bedroom. We ain't done though. We ain't done. No. The goal is a studio, actual studio with a live audience. That's the goal. Go with a studio, live audience, and an R&B band jamming, kind of like what we used to have at Arsenio Hall back in the day. Yeah, that's where I'm going. The SAG should have gone the way of the bell bottoms. Once again, I got to thank black women. It took them telling the brothers to, because you know, black women, they're the reason why we ain't got no Jerry curl, because black women stopped liking Jerry curl. They was the reason why we started wearing baggy pants. Black women, they got tired of us walking around with that. And after we started, you know, baggy pants, black women say, no, Lil Wayne came out with the skateboard pants, the skinny jeans and everything like that. Black women said they like skinny jeans, so we started doing that. Well, I was so glad when black women finally decided they didn't like us sagging no more, because I know we're not going to do it for ourselves. While we can't determine what a black woman will do when it comes to her wardrobe, she definitely has an effect on how men deal their wardrobe. So I'm so glad black women did that. Thank y'all so much. Don't give away your fire. No, at all. Starring roles that are aliens should not be limited by race, especially if that alien isn't white or black. Anybody should. Yeah. Give me a black actor playing Drizzy T. Don't forget Dr. Midnight too. Which, by the way, once again, say Theo, no. Because I was concerned about her. You say, Theo, what? Oh, no. Beth Chapel? Oh, no. I Stargirl? Oh, no, I was concerned. But Theo, why was you concerned? Because I know Wildcat and the female version, her and Beth Chapel bit the dust. Eclipso deleted both of them. So when Eclipso showed up on Stargirl, I was like, oh, Lord. I'm so thankful. See how they did it different? Marvel, they did it different. They did it different. See, you ain't got to do what to Hector Ayala, what happened in the comics. You can do it different. They ain't do that with the Wildcat in Dr. Midnight. They didn't do that, and I was so thankful. Thank you so much, because those was two what? Two minority characters. Two minority characters. Yeah, thank you, Jeff Johns. Thank you, because that was the showrunner. Jeff Johns got it right. He didn't do that over there in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Oh no, we got Lamar Hoskins laying against the pole, blood. No. Thank you. Oh, yep, for sure. Mike is smarter than Bruce. Bruce feel that way. But light skin, no, I can never be a superhero. I ain't dark enough. That was the damnedest thing to me. Somebody who had been reading comics for the longest time. I was this old when I found out I'm not dark enough to be a black superhero. That was the damn thing. Bruce has even said, yeah, no burner can Scott relate to playing a character dealing with racism because he can't. No, he can't. He can't. The campaigns are all, yeah. Facts, bro. The racism that drove faces is justifiable though. Dritz is a good one. Yeah. The whole Everett family needing a I ain't saying, I'm just saying. I'm just saying, like, if we gonna do it, I know Sam history. If we gonna do it, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't chat, because I know what I would have wanted to see in the movie, but ain't nobody asked me. But now you got to ask yourself, would the movie that I just came up with made more sense to what you got? No. You do know they are not all droid or evil. And y'all don't need you. So no, heck no. We're not doing that. Been around since 74. She long overdue. Dro aren't black people. Did you watch it? Okay, well Misty needs a new action figure. She does. Again, that has had to deal with skin color, which was my point. We need a new Misty. We definitely need a new Misty. Take care, Big Vernon. Take care, Big Dog. Appreciate you, Terry Sloan. Thank you. I knew it was something. So what? Okay, never mind. There's a 6-foot Mr. Terrific. I own it. Yes, I got mine coming. Black Lightning should be here Friday. Jefferson Pierce. Haven't got any word in on Michael Hope, but he will be here as well. I think they said that Icon is going to be released on March 8th, so I should have that. And as I told my brother, I think I'm gonna stop right there. I could keep going further and everything like that, but Icon, superhero, grown man, Milestone Comics, got to get that. John Stewart, already got him. Green Lantern, love the version that I got. My brother Daryl got the Council of John Stewarts and everything like that. I just got one. What else we talking about here? Jefferson Pierce, black father, black husband, black man. I got to have that. That action figure is iconic just because of those points in and of itself. And then Mr. Terrific, Michael Holt, third smartest man and everything like that. First smartest man, because I ain't ever putting myself behind nobody else. So yeah, those action figures, they mean something. They're impactful. And this room ain't just the office. It's a museum where kids can come in, and black kids come in and see them. And if you ain't black, you can come in and be like, damn, is that many of y'all as superheroes? Yes. Complete with the Steve here. Yeah. He was, yeah. I didn't want to mention his name because folks get mad when you mention their names and everything like that. But Gray, you're absolutely right. He caught it. He called it out. When he called it out, and here's the thing, and I want folks to go with this, because you have some of us that are simple-minded, weak-minded. I'm not going to tell you that me and Herschel see eye to eye on everything. That would be me lying. That would be me lying. I'm not going to sit up here and tell you that me and Herschel talk. We ain't got to. That's a black man. That is a black man. That is a black man who went out there and called it for what it is, being mature enough not to give two damns about personal issues, because personal issues are just that, personal. They ain't got a damn thing to do with being black. That black man went out there and sounded the alarm on that. And I, as a black man, looked and said, oh, he right as hell. Hell no, that's wrong. Hell no, that's wrong. We say united voices are louder voices. Well, I can't say that everybody that chimed in with him gets along with him. What we did know was that he was right. He wasn't wrong. And so him being right as a black man, you put aside any personal issues that ain't got nothing to do with uplifting black. You put aside any personal issues and you say, oh no, that's effed up. We all gonna jump in this and y'all gonna change it back. Because he not lying. See, that's the whole thing. Knowing, regardless of how you feel, he wasn't lying. He wasn't lying. And what do I say at the end of this video? I don't give a damn if we talk or not. You black. And at some point, that's got to start being enough. At some point, that's got to start being enough. Prophet, I can't wait to get mine. Listen, I can't wait. I can't wait. If Jessica's still Yellow Lantern or back to Green Lantern, she yellow. I'm gonna say Green Lantern. She ain't just the Green Lantern either. No, she runs stuff. Prophet, I can't. Jessica runs stuff. Ray, they don't love us like that, brother. Just so you are aware, not at all. Can't get the outshine, brother. I'm sorry. I got a mod. Well, you know what? I get that and I appreciate that. But there's something to be said about integrity. Having it. As my brother Daryl said, as a man, it takes nothing from me acknowledging what another man did. Nothing. Whether we talk or not, whether I acknowledge, whether we get along or not, it don't take away from what he did. No differently than that same man not mentioning me, it don't take away from what I've done. It's history. It's right there. Black man ain't ever got to mention my name, acknowledge me, or anything. My history is right there, and it speaks for itself. Anybody want to look at it, they can look at it. They either gonna do one or two things. They either gonna say, oh, that's what's up, or they're not gonna care. And do I care about the ones that don't care? Oh, Jessica got a green ring again. Yeah, she got it. I'm gonna dip out to get this shadow cabinet live ready. We'll shoot you a link soon. For sure. I mean, the most popular gay couple in Marvel were established as gay day one, Wicked. Yeah, I want to say that's the number one couple. But you know me, I look at Io, I look at North Star, Jean, and I look at Horatio and Taku. I don't even get caught up in Hulkling and Wiccan like that. Cyborg is wild. I mean, okay. S-Jadis look like they got Donald with Roy, with Richard too. Dick Richard. I can't say that name because I got to say Paul. Listen, thank y'all so much. And I just to bring this thing on home, summarize it. We know why the race swaps are there. We do. Don't let anybody fool you. They know why the race swaps are there. So when somebody, and I'm just asking, when you're perusing somebody who has a lot to say about race swaps and they don't like race swaps, ask them why. Ask them, do they think they know why the character got race swapped? See if they're willing to have a conversation about back in the day when we weren't even acknowledged as fictional characters. Maybe if they'd have created fictional characters back then that looked like us, were us, they wouldn't have to race swap the characters today that look like them. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Listen, thank y'all so much. This has been a blast. Make sure you got your notifications on. My brother D Real and I are coming to you. We are going to talk Shadow Cabinet 3 and 4. Listen, Shadow Cabinet 3 and 4. Man, listen. Make sure you got your notifications on. Till then, we're going to come back. I got to bring to us Blade issue 4, Red Band. Got to do that. Let's see here. What else we looking at? That's crazy. Let me go back and let me see. I got Avengers versus Aliens, issue 3. We're going to go ahead and jump on that. And quietly, I think the question, All Along the Watchtower, I think that's a popular series and everything like that because you can't get issue 2. I'm going to have to go get issue 2 online. my comic book store wasn't it, but I got issues 1 through 4. So clearly that's doing something. I don't too particularly care, even though I got it. Even though I got it, I can't tell you I'm gonna do a comic book review on One World Under Doom. I'm in my feelings. I am gonna do a comic book review on Green Lantern Corps. I gotta get that. So that's what we're gonna do. So till then, make sure you got your notifications on. If you are a member of the channel, check, verify. If you aren't a member of the channel, we would love to have you here. We would. Till then, though, hit the notification bell, share button, leave a comment. Please subscribe. We running the 1230. I'm gonna say we running the 1300. We running the 1300. We running. I think we running. So we running. we running, not running in place. We running somewhere. So if you please could, thank you. Till then, till next time. In memory of the late great Don Cornelius and Chadwick Boseman, I wish each and every last one of y'all love, peace, and so we out.